Yeah, I swear this guy thinks I'm an absolute amateur. Look at this. A list. Best players. Formation to use. I mean, what's he doing? Does he think I've not done this before? Has he not seen my track record? 10 titles in a row with NK Maribor. Best players. I'll judge the best players. Thank you very much, Mr. PulpSong. Straight in the bin. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Coventry Collab. It's my part of the time. Cultured Left Foot here. PulpSong's blog is hopefully out now because this is going to be out a week after his blog comes out. But we handed over the reins to him. Well, we're on the schedule screen, so it'd be sensible to start here. We got a 0-0 draw with Northampton in the last episode, and he took over to play his beloved West Ham in under-23s. And he did very well, yeah. His blog will probably cover this in more detail, but a quick recap, he drew 0-0 with them after being a man sent off and won on penalties. So that was good. He then got smashed 4-0 to Fleetwood, 0-0 with Millwall. We beat Oldham 1-0, Brighton 2-1 in extra time, so the EFL Cup run continues. We beat Gillingham 2-1, he's got some very good results. And then AFC Wimbledon, we drew 2-2. He's done pretty well, to be honest, yeah. Kept a good run of form going. As you can see, we've started the season very well. Competitions wise, this is what it means for us. We're 1 from 1 in the Checkatrade Trophy. We're into the 4th round of the EFL Cup, which is amazing, much better than what the board expected us to do. And in the league we sit comfortably in 11th, only 3 points off 3rd, and what's that, 6 points off top. So anywhere to go really. On the spin of that, we are 7 points away from 18th. So we've got about Shrewsbury, bloody hell. Played 10, lost 10, minus 14. Oh, please say, do I play Shrewsbury in this run? I don't play Shrewsbury, that's annoying. Well, we're here because I've got the October month, the 10th month of the year. We're going to be playing, in this episode, Port Vale and then Walsall as a live com. In there, though, we'll be playing West Brom in the EFL Cup and AFC Wimbledon in the Checkatrade Trophy. And it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. If we have a quick look at the squad, form-wise, average rating, our best player is Jordan Wills, 11 games, averaging a 7.38, which is very good. Appearances, Farnan Rawson has made the most appearances, followed by Jordan Turnbull and Jordan Willis and Josh Harrop, as to be expected. Goals, Tudgai is actually our top goal scorer with 4. Lemirius is behind him with 2, then Harrop with 2. Yakubu's up there with 2, even though he's been terrible this season. And assists, we have Rawson, Turnbull and Liam Walsh and Josh Harrop all on 2. Starman is pretty, when you average it all out, has probably been Josh Harrop, which I think most people would expect because he's pretty damn good. Other than that, not really that much to chat about, really. Can't really think of anything else to do, so we might as well just crack on with the episode. And today, we are playing the mighty Port Vale, who are hopefully below us. No, they're above us. So, actually, a win would put us above them. So, let's go out there and smash Port Vale. See you on game day. So, this is how we line up in the away team in red. Charles Cook comes back into goal for me. I'm pretty sure PulpSong's been playing Burge, so that's something we don't already quite agree on. He's actually been playing quite well, so that could be a mistake. Rawson is at right back, Willis and Turnbull in the middle, and Haddies is at left back. Riley comes into half back because Gagzev is suspended. Charsley comes in at attacking midfield. Nar plays alongside him. Lemirez and Harrop are the inside forwards, and George Thomas comes in up front, which again is a bit of a strange decision because he hasn't actually played that much for us. On the bench we have Bigriama, Burge, Tudgai, Yakubu, Jones, Foley and Clark. Port Vale are up in a 4-4-2, which looks pretty defensive in the middle of the park and quite attacking on the wings. Hooper plays up front with Walker. And on the bench they got Arboot. So that name just made me laugh. And a Prowley. Oh, that sort of sounds like Proudy. K-Nobs. That's so tempted to change that to K-Nobs, but I won't. I'm so childish. Anyway, let's get into it. So the game kicks off and it's underway. Thank you very much for joining in as well. Hopefully you are enjoying the situation where we have videos and a blog and we're trying to combine it together. Unfortunately, PulpSong sort of left me in the lurch this week because he's gone away, I think, with work and doesn't have very good signal wherever he is. So it's not been the best of times for us to communicate about how his week went with the game. But, looking at the results and stuff, he went pretty well. I mean, he got Gadzev suspended, which doesn't help out. But generally the results, it's going well. And this game has been really, really dull. Charles Cook then, short free kick out to Rawson, up to Charlesley, but Foley gets there first. Walker picks it up, turns, puts a ball out to Shadipo, who gets there. Riley, well read, up to Thomas, the false 9, brings it forward. He's running at the defence. He's gone round his man, into the box. Thomas shoots over the bar. Should have done better. He's done all the hard work, beating the players. Wilson with the ball in. Thomas heads it away. Back to Wilson. Street on the edge to Amoros. Smith, there's a bit of space on the right hand side if they can find that player there. They can't. We're marking him out of the game. Walker's in, he's shot, and it's just gone wide. We are battering them. We've had 12 shots and 60% possession in the first half, so we are playing very well. And it was a good first half. Let's I'll calmly tell them that. Let's calmly tell them I'm happy with the performance so far. This is the other thing. I have no idea what sort of team talks PulpSong's doing. Is he encouraging? Is he bollocking them? Is he always telling them that he's happy even when they play badly? Classic Dr. Benji. Just press the same thing over and over again without looking at the screen, and you accidentally tell them that you're happy with a 3-0 loss. But we're playing quite well. Nah, with the ball in, looking for Willis, and he's nodded it in. The centre back Jordan Willis has put us 1-0 up against Port Vale. We rise into 7th place in the league, which is absolutely phenomenal with Coventry. I think we avoid relegation, I think, is what our board wanted us to do. I'll have to check that out after this game and see what the board actually wanted us to do, but we are playing very well in what is quite a small stadium. As the ball comes in, Willis meets it with his header, booming header into the near post. Keeper's got no chance. He runs off celebrating. A goal for the captain. Superb stuff. Leading by example. And let's be frank, it's completely what we deserve with these stats over here. We've had an unbelievable performance today. Right, we're an hour gone. Let's see what changes make. Lamardis is having a poor game, as is Harrop. Both wingers playing pretty crap, so we're going to change these over and actually make them wingers on support, as they want to be. The wing backs can drop back to defensive full backs. They don't need to push on anymore. And we'll drop. How's Charlesley doing? He's doing alright. They're both doing alright. We'll give the wingers a little bit longer. And we're actually going to now... don't need to look for the overlap anymore. Keep the shorter pass in. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just play a little bit wider and utilise the wingers now. Turnbull's looking knackered, which is interesting because he's a centre back, so might have to sub him off. He's not in the sevens, so he could come off. He's down to near enough 50% with 15 minutes to go. So Turnbull's going to be replaced by Nathan Clark, and we will take off the winger Liberos for Jody Jones. That's a straight swap, so that's okay. And we'll leave it in case we get an injury / red card, because we've got 3 players on yellow cards, which is never a good sign. The fixtures are piling up thick and fast. We're actually into the playoffs. We're up into 6th spot, which is unbelievable this early in the season. As Thomas has shoots and Port Vale have scored, and we're now going to fall out of the playoffs. There we go. We fall catastrophically down into 13th position. That's what a goal can do to you in this division. I mean, that's an unbelievable shot. That is... I think you probably just watched me on the camera do this, as I just followed that ball into the back of the net. As Harry Charlesley picks it up, what can he do? Plays it short to Willis, the goal scorer. Back to Riley. Riley out to Harry's. There's a bit of space on the left wing for Jones. He finds him. What will he do? He runs at his man. Can he beat him? Cuts it inside to Nar. Nar into Harry Charlesley. Round the corner to Thomas. Charlesley's run on. He shoots. Oh, what a finish. The guy I bought in on loan, who I'm pretty sure PulpSong hasn't been playing, gets his first goal of the season. Harry Charlesley, the Everton loanee. Superb stuff there. Lovely 1-2 with George Thomas. Puts it back round the corner, and Harry Charlesley runs onto it. Shoots it across the keeper. He should do better. Back into the playoff zone we go. Let's hunker down. Hunker down. Right. Go to our defensive formation. Charlesley can still be the box-to-box. Defensive fullback. You don't want to be on attack. No way you want to be on attack. Wing back defend. Support. Target man. Where can Thomas play? Actually, we'll do for Nar. Let's see. Ooh, whoa. Swatch those two over. And, oh, he's having a good game as well. I'm going to leave it as it is, I think. I just don't want you playing as a target man. Go up front as a poacher. Just literally stand up front and put the ball in the back of the net. Josh Harrop isn't having a brilliant game, so we'll bring Tudguy. No, we'll bring Bigliama on. Charsley can go onto the right-hand side. And there we go. That is a straight, hands-down defensive manoeuvre into the 4-1-4-1 formation to shut up shop. And hopefully that will see the game through. As Vale still haven't changed from their 4-4-2, they're sticking with it as we go into injury time. Rawson back to Riley. Rawson again to Divine Nah. Bergoliama up to Thomas. Thomas tries to turn, gives it back to Rawson. We're keeping the ball. Riley, Nah. What can he do? Back to Riley. Into Nah. To Thomas. Into Bigliama. He's through on goal. He shoots. He scores. And even with a defensive formation, we get a third goal that will wrap up this game for us. We've scored a third and dropped out of the playoffs. That is just bloody unbelievable. Thomas with another lovely assist through to Bigliama. Thomas was I don't know, I was going to pick Tudguy, but I like a false 9. And Thomas has played up front very well, whether he's a poacher or a false 9. He's deserved his start today. And this will be the end of the game, I'm pretty sure. And there it is. A 3-1 win away at Port Vale. And we just creep into the playoffs, which is unbelievable. That was really special. No one gave us a chance. An unbelievable performance. It gives us a platform to build on. I knew that answer straight away. So there we go. Nathan Clark came on and made his debut, which is good for him. 32, and he's made his debut. Got him on a free transfer. Obviously a squad player. I'll do that in a minute. Coventry find inspiration in Thomas. So your passing was superb. There we go. He's only a hot prospect as well. So yeah, I'm happy. Happy. We're playing very well as a team. We are playing very, very well. If we have a quick recap then, the board. What did they want us to do? So, competition performance. Okay, minimum expectation mid-table. Okay, so it wasn't avoid relegation, mid-table. FA Cup, they want us to get to the third round. The EFL Cup, we're already exceeding that. And the Checker Trade Trophy, reach a second round. I think we're on course to do that at the moment as well. Right, I'll do this press conference and then we'll be back for the last game of the month, which will be Walsall in the league. Interesting. It means PulpSong, when he's back, his first game is going to be unknown in the FA Cup. But we'll be back for the Walsall game. I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Hello everybody, welcome back. Obviously for you that was a split second, but for me that was quite some time. So long in fact that it's now tomorrow. Obviously I didn't just leave the game running and sit here until tomorrow. I had a little break, but we've done very well recently. So we were together for the Port Vale game. We won 3-1. In between that, we got another 3-1 win, AFC Wimbledon. So we're through from the Checker Trade Trophy. We're through from the group stage into the next round. Yakubu, Jody Jones and Gadzev getting the goals. And then George Thomas decided that, you know, he's actually a really good striker and went on a bit of a run. We beat Chesterfield 1-0. We drew with Charlton 2-2 with George Thomas bailing us out in the 89th minute. We beat Oxford 2-1 with Ben Stevenson scoring in the 59th after they had gone 1-0 up. They're actually down to 10 men for, 87 minutes of the game. So we didn't really do as well as we probably should have done, but George Thomas and Ben Stevenson's helping us out. Ben Stevenson's on a bit of a run as well. We beat Rochdale 3-2. A goal in the 78th minute from Jody Jones is what got us the win. And then we lost to West Brom, which was a shame. Nasir Chadley put them 1 up. Howell Robson Carney put them 2 up. Ben Stevenson got us back into it at 2-1. And then Matt Phillips made it 3-1 in the 89th minute. And as you can see from those 3 players alone, they played a really strong team. They were quite worried. But, you know, everyone was delighted that we got to the 4th round anyway. And then today, we're back to play Walsall at the Bescott Stadium, so we're away. Updates on the squad, nothing much has changed. We've got a few people coming back from injuries. A few managers are moaning that their loanees aren't playing enough games at the moment. But other than that, there's not really too much going on. We're doing all right. Actually, we're doing fine. We've got a lot of quite good in-form players at the moment as well, so it's quite hard to nail down a starting 11. This was the tactic we used against West Brom, a more defensive one. We'll be going back to the 4-1-2-3 Coventry for the next game and hopefully going from there. Josh Harrop is in awful form at the moment as well. Anyway, enough of that. I'll see you on the game day. Away at Walsall, this is how we line up. We have Charles Cook in goal. Rawson, Willis, Turnbull and Haddies is the back 4. Walsh sits inside them, just coming back from a little bit of an injury injury setback. He's back in the team. Stevenson's the box-to-box midfielder. Bigliama comes in as the advanced playmaker. Charsley gets the right wing position. Jones on the left and Thomas up front. Hopefully we'll be able to continue our form into the game. On the bench we have Filovi, Tudgai, Harrop, Lamieres, Haynes, Clark and Burge. Yakubu misses out entirely. They've lined up. Is that Simeone Jackson? It is Simeone Jackson. He's still going up front for Walsall. And Bakayoko, I remember that name. Oh no, I don't. I'm thinking of obviously the famous Bakayoko, who was be a lot older now actually. I don't know why I thought it was him. And Nathan Etheridge in goal. Neil Etheridge. Oh, I'm not thinking that's a different one as well. That shows my knowledge of the lower leagues. Isaiah Osborne. Yeah, used to be an absolute FM legend back in the day. Yeah, used to be a really good hot prospect. Anyway, that's enough of going through their team. See you at kick-off. As the game gets underway, and it is Walsall that kick us off, and they've booted it up the pitch first. Easy for Rawson to get to. Passes it back to Charles Cook. Nice early touch for the goalkeeper. And excuse my squeaky chair. Hang on a second. Right, hopefully that will stop it squeaking as I put my full arse all the way on it. Stevenson into Jones. Jones turns, runs at the defence, but it's a poor pass. No corner, just picked it off pretty easily. Up to Bakayoko. Back to Maclis. They are not sending people forward at all. They really aren't. Harris into Jones. Jones up to Thomas. Thomas turns. What can he do? Back to Jones? No, out the way to Haddies. Harry's back to Bigliama. Bigliama into Stevenson. Back to Bigliama. All the way back to Walsh. They're keeping their good shape here, but while passing should get around. And Thomas is in. Good save from Etheridge in goal. That's a bugger, that, isn't it? Bugger. That's where you want to score. You're creating chances. Keep the ball. Patient build up. Again, Walsall just boot it away. They cannot get out. Jones. He's in behind. He's got to the byline. Crossed it back. Thomas is there. What a save from Etheridge. The man who I thought was Nathan Etheridge, who is in fact Neil Etheridge, is so far keeping Walsall in this, and it's been so one-sided. It's unbelievable as Chambers plays it out to Maclis, which means, now that I've said that, Walsall are going to score with their first highlight as Aaron Osmer gets through. That's a wayward shot. Never in danger of finding the net. And again, I think we're leaving our co-manager PulpSong in a pretty good position here. We've got the team up to 4th at the moment. If we can nab a win here, we'd go up possibly into 2nd. But Simeone Jackson's in, and I clicked on him before the game, so that obviously means he's going to do well. And he scored against us. And all my chat of putting us in a good position was faux, wasn't it? Rubbish. Absolute tosh. So, yeah, Simeone Jackson has put Walsall 1-0 in front. Undeserved, I would argue. 2 shots on target, and they've scored one of them. Gutted. We've had 2 clear-cut chances and 2 half chances and not put either of them away. But yeah, Jackson was through, and he's not going to miss that. He is a long-term poacher. We knew all about him. I flagged him up before the game. We're marking him tightly, and we still can't stop him from scoring. We're into half-time, and yeah, it's not been good enough. Aggressively, I want to see more. Get out there, make some differences. Or difference. Make a difference. Just the one difference if you score. That's fine. Bigliama into Thomas, who isn't having the best of games, but straight into Stevens, and we've shot straight at Etheridge again. I literally put it either side of him. That's what professional footballers should know to do that. They really should. Right, Rawson isn't having the best of games at right back, so we're going to see if we can replace him in a bit. But we come forward again. Bigliama into Stevenson. Back to Bigliama. Bigliama just sort of, well, runs past his man and then gets tackled. But he gets the ball back into Stevenson. Back to Bigliama again. Stevenson, they're playing their own little game, these two. Charsley into Thomas, through to Jones. Jones shoots, and there we go. We're back into the game. It's 1-1. No need to panic. There was no need to panic. We're just a bit of patient approach play. That's what we're about. Charsley into Thomas. Lovely first time ball round the corner, and then Jones side foots it. Keeper should do better. He's been having a good game so far, their goalkeeper, but that was terrible. Anyway, we're cracking on. Oh, God. Just started absolutely hammering down at Bristol. Bigliama back to Harry's. Harry's into Jones. We haven't made any subs yet, and we're going into the last 20 minutes. But, you know, these 11 should be good enough to get us the win. Stevenson to the edge of the box. Shoots. Oh, my God. Their goalkeeper has had an absolute mare. It's like they've replaced him at half-time. If you think how good he was in the first half, he has had an absolute nightmare there. Bigliama into Stevenson. He keeps up his wonderful goal-scoring form, but that looked... So, what is the goalkeeper doing? He has had an absolute mare. We push up into 2nd place, which is unbelievable and like ridiculously good. And there's 10 minutes to go, so we'll look at getting some fresh legs on because Ben Stevenson is utterly knackered. So he can come off and be replaced by Harrop. Those two will swap over. And who else is looking tired? Turnbull isn't having a very good game, so Nathan Clark can come on. And Rawson, I don't think we've got anyone on the bench to replace. No, we'll leave it like that for now then. just in case we get an injury or something in the last 10 minutes. Rawson throws it into Thomas. Thomas turns back to Rawson though. Stevenson's on the edge, to Thomas on the right hand side. It's picked up well. Hooverville Turnbull gets it away. Stevenson will pick up this rebound. Bigliama back to Walsh, who's had a pretty steady game on his first game back from injury. Jones into Thomas. Thomas shoots and it's gone over the bar. Didn't worry Etheridge in the Walsall goal, but this is a fantastic run of form we've been on, and hopefully PulpSong can keep this up. You'll have to find out in his next blog. Walsall lines up a free kick. Walsall? That's not his name at all. Walsh was his name. He lined up a free kick. It went over the bar, and we have won 2-1, and that was a very, very good comeback, and I'm very pleased with the lads. And there we go. After 16 games, we are up into second place, which, quite frankly, is amazing. We are playing so well. We've only lost 2 games, which is good. We've got a very good goal difference at the moment. Well, you know, it's positive, so it's not brilliant, 3. But it's, we're up into second. We're doing very well. We're keeping pace with Fleetwood, the league leaders at the moment. And, well, what I'm more concerned about is that we've put a nice buffer already between us and the relegation zone, and that's always nice to know, isn't it? It's always nice to see that. We are going to leave it there. And it looks like something's completely messed up on this, so bear with me. Way. Right, hang on. Look at this. On live editing. This is live editing. That'll do. I'll fix that for the next episode. And thank you very much for watching. Go check out PulpSong's blog if you haven't already before this episode. He'll go into a lot more details about his games and about how he's found it and doing and what he thinks of my signings. I'm pretty sure he thinks they're terrible. Wow. Harry Charsley seems to have a month playing and then a month off because I bought him, so I'm going to play him. I don't know if I've actually done that with any of PulpSong's players. It'll be interesting to know. Anyway, as this series evolves, you'll get to know us both a little bit more. But anyway, I'm rambling again. All I wanted to say was thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, please do. And I'll chat to you guys in a bit. Cheers.